Good evening. Tonight, I am not just talking to you as the president, but as a fellow American. Today, we have faced national tragedy. The people of our great country and the freedom of which we know of nothing but were targeted in a series of cold blooded and meticulous terrorist attacks. Unrelenting evil suddenly ended many American lives and affected many more today. Those who were lost will never be forgotten. I'm going to tell you what happened, what I'm going to do about it, and how we will prevail. Today, on September 11th, 2001, at 8:45 a.m., an American Airlines Boeing 767 loaded with 20,000 gallons of jet fuel crashed into the 80th floor of the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City. According to the Post, the flight had 92 people on it. Initially, we thought this was some sort of horrific accident, but 18 minutes later, a second Boeing 767 appeared and sharply turned towards the South Tower and impacted the 60th floor. This flight had 65 passengers on it. At this point, we knew we were under attack. I implemented the government's emergency response plans. At 9:37 a.m., American Airlines Flight 77, a Boeing 757, crashed into the Pentagon. This aircraft had 64 passengers on it. At 10:03 a.m., a fourth plane with 44 passengers crashed into a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. At 10:14 a.m., after burning for 56 minutes, the South Tower collapsed. At 10:22 a.m., after burning for 102 minutes, the North Tower collapsed, spreading ash and dust all over those in the streets below. Many civilians and first responders lost their lives. I got the call at 1:04 p.m. that all American airspace had been cleared. Now that I have discussed the events that have happened, I'm going to tell you what I plan to do about them. My first priority is to get aid to all of those who have been injured in today's acts of pure evil. I pledge to take every precaution to protect all American citizens, home and abroad, from farther attacks. Our emergency teams have been deployed in New York City and DC to aid in local rescue efforts. I have directed our nation's great intelligence agencies and law enforcement agencies to begin the hunt for the cowards responsible for these heinous acts of terror. They will be brought to justice. Our military is mighty and vast, and they are ready. Those who house these animals and those who have committed these acts will be seen as one in the same. Now that I have told you what I am going to do about the situation, I am going to tell you how we will make it through this together. The acts of terror today were meant to scare us. These acts were an attempt to send us into a spiral of chaos, but they have failed. We are a great country who unite together and stand for justice and peace. The agencies that were directly affected by today's attacks will open back up tomorrow. Our financial institutions remain one of the strongest, and our economy is functioning healthy and ready to carry on. The foundations of our government will proceed as they have been without interlude. I've discussed what happened today, what I plan to do about it, and how we, America, will prevail. America will stand for nothing less than winning the war against terrorism. I would like to ask you to pray for those who we have lost today, for those who will face the negative ripples of today. Be there for your friends and family. Together, we will stand tall. Today will never be forgotten, yet we must carry on to defend all that we stand for. Thank you, and God bless.